Yo guys, what's going on? B here. Welcome to Building the Basics, a series where we're going to be taking everyday normal Minecraft things and adding a little bit more flair to them. In this episode, we're tackling the oak house. It's something we've seen and something we've all built in Minecraft, but I'll show you how, with a little bit of detail and landscaping, we can make it look like $1 million. Let's start off by framing the house. What I want to do is get 4 vertical support beams and place them on each corner of the house. To tie them together, I'm going to use a horizontal strut. This creates a visual character to make it look like the base structure roof is actually being held up by something. Alright guys, next we're going to tackle the dreaded roof. A roof can actually make or break your build. Too low and it looks too squatted. Too high and the attention moves from the finer detail to the actual height of the roof. On either side, what I like to do is start off with 2 rows of stairs. This starts your slope but also gives you enough clearance below that you can place bushes and stuff like that on either side of your build. Then I move on to staircasing. I meet in the middle and then repeat the process on the other side. Now that the main roof is done, we can go and add a little bit more fine detail. What I'd like to do is add a slope to this roof so that if you walk up to it on either side, there's a visual interest that draws your eyes to it. We're going to start off by placing 4 stairs on the front and back of the house, and then in the middle placing slabs. On the front and back of the house, you want the roof to overhang. Don't start flushing the facade because you want your roof to overhang just a little bit, and it gives you a little bit more depth to play with. I'll add support beams inside to tie the roof into the main beams, and then we'll add a wool material inside to give a little bit more detail. You can place any other block, clay or a wood if you'd like, but I feel like wool is a nice middle ground because it's textured. Now that the front and the back of the house look very similar, we're going to move on to the foundation. In most cases, I like to use a block and a stair, but in this case, we don't have enough clearance, so we're just going to use a cobble staircase, and we're going to surround it. This gives a little bit more weathered look, and it creates a focal point for the eye on your build. Alright guys, now we can move on to landscaping. This is a really fun part in building because it gives the illusion of the house or building being lived in. So what we want to start off by doing is placing leaves randomly all around the build at different heights to make it look like shrubs and bushes. We'll add a fence line at the front of the house, guiding the eye inwards towards the door, and then we'll move on to the pathway. For pathways, I love to use cobble and gravel and mix in some stairs if I can. This adds depth and it gives it a textured look like it's been worn down by heavy use. Now that the main landscaping is done, I can go into finer detail. I'm going to add a mailbox, a tree, and some more bushes. I'm not going to expand the pathway because at this build we don't really need it, but I think it turned out really well. Alright guys, and there you have it. A simple oak house has been transformed into something a little bit nicer. I did end up fixing this one block. I noticed in the replay that it was messed up, but you can see here the bushes and the mailbox and the tree make it look like something special. I think it turned out fairly well. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want me to tackle next, say it be a village, I will definitely do it. But definitely let me know in the comments, and if you do enjoy the series guys, let me know by hitting that like button as many times as you can. I'll see you next time on Building the Basics. Take it easy. Bye bye.